Nobody's perfect. Why, oh why? It's time to say goodbye. 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 It's time to say goodbye. 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 Hello and welcome to another episode of Songwriters Round. Today, I am excited to show phase 2 of the writing of Goodbye. That's right, making some beer when life gave me hops, creating a song out of some somewhat unpleasant experiences, frankly. And so we're just going to dive right into this so that I can have lots of time to get your comments on this. A little disclaimer for everybody, this is phase 2. So the song has been tweaked and the music production process has begun. However, the clay is still wet on the song and on the music production. And you're not going to be able to see all the different tracks here because the YOY, you see tracks, there's quite a few of them. You'll understand what that is when I get to say my bonus line that I added. So here, without further ado, Goodbye. Second version. Here we go! It's time to say goodbye. 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 It's time to say goodbye. 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 It's time to say goodbye. I never wanted our friendship to end. It's time to say goodbye. Tried to apologize again and forget. It's time to say goodbye. Shout to an empty room. You said no reply. It's time to say goodbye. I'm here if you change your mind. Till then I say goodbye. I tried to be a good friend, the best friend that I can. I admit I could have been there more. Nobody's perfect. I tried to make amends for the pain I caused you. My hands are tied, what can I do? Nobody's perfect. Why, oh why? It's time to say goodbye. 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 It's time to say goodbye. 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 It's time to say goodbye. I never wanted our friendship to end. It's time to say goodbye. Tried to apologize, forgive and forget. It's time to say goodbye. Shout to an empty room. You said no reply. It's time to say goodbye. I'm here if you change your mind. Till then I say goodbye. That's it.
Really like that kind of bridge part though, with the YOYs layered up like that. I'm trying to think of that beat. What song has that beat? It's like it starts off something.
It sounds like it's from a Tom Petty song, I think, for some reason.
I can tell you how to find it if you like it.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to think of the song, you know, because it's
reason.
like, yeah, the way that the beat goes through. And okay, so the last time we listened to this, it was just guitar and vocals. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, because the beat gives it such a different momentum, and in some ways, I was more enwrapped by the rhythm as opposed to, you know, just vocals and guitar. It's like, well, how many different things do I have to pay attention to? Well, you know, just a couple. And here that the beat kept that going so well that I was trying to think before. It's like, what did I really say about the lyrics besides you know, we talked about, you know, showing versus telling and things like that.
just
but
it felt like since it was just an ABA structure
yeah,
that the middle section was like a little short. And so what I did was I cut 2 lines from the A section because in my second critique, like people had some good suggestions and good ideas, and then I thought, well, instead of making the chorus 8 lines, I could just make it 6, right? And that's actually
yeah,
better anyway because that's an odd number of twos rather than an even number of twos, and so it feels more unstable. And unstable is the feeling of goodbye, right?
exactly.
Especially when it's not
Yeah,
a goodbye that you want to say. It's like sort of a forced goodbye. And so I was trying to go for odd numbers of things,
yeah,
right? Odd, like having the end, like that verse section. I had to end with an odd number of measures, right? So that way it would crash back in nice and I don't know.
yeah. And hearing it like that, even though I remembered it from before, the like your vocal asides, like you have your main vocal line, and then it's like the lyrics. It's almost like you're doing a call and response, but in a very small version. And I forget what I don't know. Is it easy for you to throw the lyrics back up on the screen real quick, or
Sure, sure.
yeah,
I one of the things I want to say while I was thinking of it.
yeah,
One thing that's really important for me is counterpoint, right?
yeah.
I mean, it's really cool when the guitar and the bass play the same thing in octaves or whatever. But I would rather hear them doing something different. So while the guitar is going da 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 da, the bass is going.
Yeah.
So they're literally just crisscrossing like that.
That kind of reminds me of like stuff the animals would do, or Eric Bourdain, or I forget his name. I always say his last name wrong. Um, but looking at the words, the oh yeah, nobody's perfect. That line, how you set up this arrangement, it made that idea almost like sharing an internal monologue, because obviously when, saying goodbye is something very universal. And this idea of the reasoning, what are some of the things you're thinking of? And it was cool to have that interjection. It's like here is internal and external dialogue, and then, mixing it and putting it away, almost like a soliloquy in drama, where an actor comes to the edge of the stage, and the idea is they're thinking out loud, in a sense, explaining, what just took place, if there was some sort of conversation, or what their real reasoning is, something like that. I thought that was really cool. And like I said before, the arrangement music made that stand out, but this time it really popped out. And then I guess that drum beat in some sense added, like, this might be a very strong description, but it added some manic energy. It just really
Sure.
kept things driving, because it's like in that situation, you are going to feel a little stress.
That's why I
So
went with the quarter notes on the snare.
yeah,
Yeah, to give it that snap, 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 snap. I was like, what's going on? Yeah,
yeah,
oh, yeah, definitely, definitely. It didn't even take me long to find the beats or like the organ sound or anything. It was really, really intuitive. Just
yeah,
putting the production together. Once I had that bass line, that was really, and I have to replay it a little bit or at least tweak it up to make it a little tighter. But overall, I love counterpoint and just that crisscrossing thing is just
right.
really cool. I like it. That sucks me into it just by itself. Like even without the vocals, you
Yeah,
know.
Considering how like simple it may seem at first, there's there's a lot of layers to this short little song. And there's both a remorse and like I gotta kind of uh yeah, just kind of go on with things to the lyrics at the same time. And I think that's a cool little thing that you did lyrically.
Well, thank you. when I was at the ISG International Songwriters Guild, shout out meeting, they basically said there was a couple of lines that they said that I could shorten. And then when I really thought about it, it's like, well, if I'm going to shorten them and re-record them, I was like, wait, this almost rhymes. What? Why don't I just, okay, Reason, measure, remove bars. Wow, that works. Okay.
Yeah.
Just cut them all together.
I mean, it depends on what it is.
It's not a perfect rhyme, what I ended up with.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely slanted as Get Out. But what I ended up with was I never wanted our friendship to end. I've tried to apologize, forgive, and forget. So that's like definitely a slanted rhyme. I think the consonant is not exactly the same there. It's a unvoiced or a different consonant at the end.
It flows though. I it doesn't, for me, things don't have to rhyme. I think it's direct and to the point. I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, well, it's goodbye. I mean, that's like, it should be like kind of short and direct and to the point. So yeah, no, it's perfect for what it is.
Well, we're looking at 1 minute 55 seconds. So it actually came in hair under the 2 minutes, which is perfect because you know you can always make additional versions, making it longer, extended versions. People are like, I wish that was longer. And they're like, oh, okay, well then you can also download the extended play version where, well, why not? I mean, like live, I'll make a loop of that crap and I'll freaking go to town for like a long ass time,
Yeah.
I don't know. I love songwriting. And I don't know, like, a lot of people, like me when I was younger, mistakenly think, and I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen like this sometimes, but they think, an angel or a demon whispers in your ear, and then you have the perfect song, and then you get a hit, and, it's just this magical thing that just happens to you, and you're the chosen one. And no, it's Satan. Really actually a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. It's actually a lot of trying different things and seeing what works. It's actually a lot of, especially today, like where you're able to have a recording studio on a laptop that's literally what used to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars in analog gear for, a few $100 now. It's insane. You can have so much time in the studio because you're not paying out your butt to rent all this equipment. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So, like, I think it's cool. One of the things I'm trying to bring out on this channel in this year and beyond is not only the songwriting process, but also the production process as well. So I really appreciate you dudes' comments on the song. I'm thinking the song is finished. I'm going to sleep on it before I make it official. But comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think the song is finished? Would you like me to add, change, delete anything? Do you have any ideas? Don't hold back. You can add to this song too. Just go ahead, mash the like button, subscribe to Evelyn Holland, subscribe to Kyle Walz. Of course, go to patreon.com/Matthew's Music Lesson Studio and get bonus videos. We'll see you next time on Songwriters Round.